Madrid, they on fire. Man. This morning.
Yeah, Madrid are actually trying to sign diamande, but I think the
They
signing
are trying
came.
to sign the money.
Yeah, they have agreed the deal, but
Want
the
to
reason the
want to
reason for
hijack something
the
from Real Madrid.
yeah the reason for the deal is because Vinicius refused to, agree to the contract given to him. So, which actually prompted them to say, okay, let's start looking for other options in case this contract negotiation don't go as planned. So, which actually made them go for Diamandi. And, PSG actually agreed personal terms with this young man too, sometimes last week. So, after accepting the negotiating and agreeing in personal terms with him, I was expecting they go do the club to club thing like one Premier League club playing around with the signing of a player, which I know if other teams go in for the player would have been a different ball game for them. So as for PSG, they pull out of the transfer of the contract between them and Diamandi because of the says the agent was not doing what he actually agreed to do. Why which prompt Madrid to go in for the deal. As of now, we have not heard of the exact amount paid, but I remember Real Madrid actually sent 100 million for the contract and they refused. So they actually went back again for initial either 130 million. But for now, we've not heard of the exact money that is paid for the young man, but the deal has been in place and medical have been booked for tomorrow next tomorrow.
And then talking about Vinicius Junior, Real Madrid to hold further talks over his future this week. His representatives will be having a discussion with Real Madrid and see how things go because that is one of the biggest transfer talks right now
Yeah,
in the
the
world.
breakdown to his contract. He's been paid 15 million a year. And right now, Madrid he actually asked for 30 million, which is 15 million for his normal contract, 15 million for add-ons or bonuses, sorry. So, and, Madrid are actually telling him, we are going to give you 20 million. So they have been on the 20 million issue for the past, since beginning of last season, middle of last season till now. And he have not agreed on any reason with them. But for now, the news coming in from Marca is saying that Vinicius is actually keen to remain with Madrid. So he's not actually
Madrid wants him to stay.
Yeah,
Also, Mourinho
wants him to stay. So he is actually still keen of remaining with the team, but he's trying to see how they can actually negotiate. But I'm looking at,
And a twist to this deal is that Arsenal are ready to offer Vinicius Junior biggest contract in club's history. Arsenal wants him, according to the Mirror and also Daily Telegraph. They are reporting that Arsenal are willing to offer him the biggest contract in the club history in order to convince him to come
Now,
to the Emirates.
I remembered last time Arsenal actually went in for a winger in Premier League, Aston Villa, former Aston Villa winger, I mean, Morgan Rogers. This was the same thing. Arsenal actually were talking,
level high,
talking. So, and for me, Arsenal have actually not made any approach for Vinicius. So they are only waiting at the side for observing what the outcome of their contract and renewal dispute. But for me, I'm still telling you this: no team in Premier League is ready and is capable of spending this money for 3 seasons, paying this guy the same 30 million for 3 seasons. You're going to destroy the peace and love in your team. Other players will be looking for contracts like this.
If Arsenal, if it does things, like for instance, it does decide to say we're parting ways with Real Madrid, and Real Madrid, okay, our price is £250 million to let him go. Because if you're looking at what others look at what they're paying for the Madrid cannot even listen. So if they're paying that amount of money for him, look at what person pays for Rogers. That means the least Real Madrid will let go of Vinicius Junior is £200 million. So after covering that money for just one player.
I don't agree with that.
How much do you think?
I'll tell you this. When it comes to contract, he has only 1 year left in his contract. I remembered what happened between Mbappe and PSG. They actually brought out this method, started giving Madrid a big money of selling him. Mbappe told them, "Don't worry, don't worry, I will wire down my contract to the end of the day."
Madrid to Real Madrid, to understand. But look at Arsenal and Real Madrid. So you're trying to wind down your contract with Real Madrid for Arsenal. Will
No,
Arsenal pay you that amount of money that Real Madrid are willing to pay you?
Arsenal have
Arsenal would
not
Arsenal say that they
approached.
want to pay you £20 million a year
No, Arsenal
for
have
three
not.
consecutive seasons? How much?
Arsenal have not even spoken to Vinicius or spoken to his
They don't
agent
have
or his
to. They don't
camp.
have to. But they have made it intention. No, I
No,
will want this guy. Anyways, as part of this argument, PSG are valuing Bakola £145 million amidst interest from talking about Liverpool and Arsenal.